And speaking of unexpected situation, I want to talk about the Lando series of Star Wars, everybody, because it was supposed to be a TV series on Disney Plus, but now they've actually transitioned into being a movie. So apparently they've been back and forth about the rumors what this is going to be, but of course Donald Glover very much involved, and his brother Steven involved in writing the process. And as they were developing, they said it made more sense to be a movie, and I think it does. I mean, playing Lando Calrissian, I think he was like one of the best like characters in that freaking Solo movie. Honestly, to play this character, it's tough.
You're talking about Lando Calrissian?
Yeah, he freaking killed it as Lando. He really did. And as they said about I think it was Steven was saying the idea right now is to do a movie right now because of the strike. It's like telephone, he's saying. They're going back and forth trying to figure it all out. And the 2018 movie really did bomb. People still like it. People hate it. I mean, it's kind of one of those things. I think down the line, it'll probably be loved more. And again, his performance was great. But this was revealed last week. And to me, I'm like, it makes sense. Again, Bob Iger is really pushing away from the Disney Plus model. He's trying to push the movies more, which we talked about before. And so I think that is probably what's really happening here. He probably said, no, not a series. You can do a movie, though, because they've lost a lot of money on these series. They haven't been doing as well as they thought. So I push into the actual theatrical releases and hoping that benefits them further down the line. So this doesn't shock me at all. But I'm also like, yeah, do a movie. It makes more sense to this series, I think.
They got the next 40 movies planned out, right? Isn't that what they said?
It's
bring it apart.
75-point plan.
Yeah,
Star Wars
75-point plan.
There's Lando's grandchildren, and like it's all planned out now.
It's all planned out. And there's also like, again, there's a spinoff that Filoni is doing that's going to like tie in the Mandalorian and Ahsoka and all that. It's all going to come together, do a movie facing probably Grand General Thrawn. It'll probably be involved with that. And there's also like, the new ones, the new 3 ones that are coming. It'll probably be 3 movies, but it's, continuation of Rey's story. They're saying it's 1 right now, but it'll probably be more because it's creating a new Jedi Order. And there's also the one that's way back for the very first Jedi. So that one I'm really excited about too. It's like back to the Knights of the Old Republic. That could be really cool. But Mike, do you think that this makes more sense as a series or a movie? What do you think? Think this is a good call to go theatrical for this?
I'm trying to think what I think, because they're really up in the air. Donald and Steven, right? They're not.
Yeah,
they're
sure. Going back and forth about it.
Said it's like a game of telephone, right? Because the WGA isn't working right now. Does it work? I mean, I think that Lando is synonymous in my mind with crazy hijinks. Like when you watch the original movies, like you always got that sense that behind the scenes he was up to stuff. He always had the twinkle in his eye. So I think that actually lends itself to like episodic, like, and it doesn't have to be 24 episodes anymore, right? We could do a 6-episode series of him pulling off a series of heists and then some big thing. It doesn't. I think his character would lend itself to something a little bit less galactic in scale, a little bit more of him getting one over on the other guy. I want to see that. I want to see the show.
Yeah. I mean, the show could be good. I mean, that's what they've been doing on Disney Plus, but they're saying the model hasn't been working. And again, we had a comment out there too. They haven't said if it's an origin story or continue. I'm guessing it's continuation that might tie into more origin because again, we don't really know much about his character from Solo. There's only a little bit there. And they haven't said it's a 100% origin film. They're still developing it. So they've been going back and forth. As of now, it's very, very early stages. Like Mike was saying, they're playing the telephone game, Steven and him going back and forth, trying to figure out how to make this work. And they're saying they're not saying it's Disney. They're saying this between the two of them as they've been having conversations, as they're actually still writing it, because again, strike. They're saying, well, does it work better as a show or a movie? And they're saying, oh, it's going to be a movie now. And next week they might be like, oh, it might be a show. But I honestly think the movie makes more sense for what Disney's dynamic is moving forward. They just don't want to do these shows as much. It just sounds like that. What do you think, Sean? Do you think this makes sense to go the theatrical route, or should they have stayed to the Disney Plus model?
No, I think it makes more sense as a movie. I really don't think everybody needs a show kind of to flesh out a backstory. I think you can do a good thing with just a movie. And I think if it's really, again, if we're building on what Solo established with Han Solo, then give him more. Donald Glover was fantastic as Lando. Probably one of the best parts about Solo to begin with. And I'd love to see see where he takes it and where it goes. I don't know if there ever was, I'm not sure what Billy D. Williams' plans were with the character, or what he kind of was brought in to kind of consult with. I would love to see that. But if we get Donald Glover's version, that's even better.
Get some
But
ice cold Colt 45 in there.
hey, I'm fine with that. I am fine with that.
Wouldn't you?
Sabrina, what do you think? Do you think this makes
You guys
What?
you guys think movie? I'm thinking like you guys like She-Hulk, right?
Yeah, that's all right.
It's all right.
I'm thinking She-Hulky vibe for a show. Maybe not that.
Well, that's what they're going to do originally, though, Mike.
Yeah,
That was the original idea. That
Oh,
was
really?
that was the idea. They were going to do a Disney Plus series, like 8 episodes, 10 episodes. That was the idea. And then they said, well, works better as a movie. That's what they kept saying.
Completely destroy the character though, too. Doing it that way, like that's always a risk.
like I
He was
actually
still a-
would. If they went like the Andor route with Lando, Orlando.
You're talking
Orlando.
about droids
Oh
doing
my
their
God,
taxes, right?
Orlando. It's all about fucking going to Florida. Oh my fucking God. No, but
And doing your
if they went
taxes, right?
that right.
No,
Yeah,
it's definitely,
exactly. If they
nothing is ever about going to Florida. Let's be
No, I
clear.
know. No, but if they did it that route, I think they would have did it. But since they already did that show, I just to kind of do something similar. Maybe that's why they're just being like, "Hey, this ground's already tread. Like, what are we gonna do with this? Let's do something else." And I think a movie makes more sense for the character.
What do you think, Sabrina? Do you think you agree upon the group that we should be doing a movie instead? Or do you think that the series would have been more beneficial for his character moving forward in the Star Wars universe?
I don't think I could watch a series on that. I really don't. I think it would be very taxing for me emotionally and physically. And also, I don't have enough time to dedicate to some bullshit. So I feel like a movie is the only way to go. There's no fucking way. No fucking way. I'm going, hey, buddy. Hey, what's up? What's up?
30-minute
What's
episodes,
up?
comedy,
What's
Sabrina.
up? What's
Lighthearted,
Yeah, right.
drama. No more
Yeah,
extended
that's
universe.
not what they do. That is not what they do. So like don't pitch me that when you know it's not a thing. Okay?
You know,
Don't
that's
pitch me
like
some bullshit because you know it's not a thing. For reals.
they might be doing a show like this, Sabrina.
He's watching.
No.
Donald-
I'll do this. I'll do this.
Donald's watching.
No,
Stevie's watching.
I'll do this.
Might have Keenan there.
No, I mean he was great. He was great. He was great as Lando Calrissian, but I don't see a show. Like, kindly fuck yourself.
Well, and I think people wanted that though too. I think that's in Sabrina. It's like a back and forth. It's honestly that's the route they've been going for Disney
I'm
Plus.
kind of like, hold on, I'm trying to keep up with the comments. Are they going to do?
No, you can't do that.
wait.
We'd have to do a whole show about the comments just to keep up with it.
No, that's a
We need to
thing.
stick-
That's a thing.
Brian writes
The
a
reason why
tight
people-
breakdown. We need
Brian
to
can
stick
fuck
to the fucking
himself.
schedule.
This is no. I'm gonna give you a schedule right in your asshole.
We're going off topic
My
here a
job is
little
the
bit.
comments.
You'll
My
like
job
it.
is the comments. So I'm gonna dial it back a little bit. Tell you to kindly fuck yourself, and we'll come back to Dick Tracy. Hey, what's up, buddy?
There's still no news yet, Richard Tracy, about what's moving forward here with the plot points. Again, they're just like spitballing ideas, and they came out saying, "Hey, we're gonna do a movie right now." So that's as far as we know right now. And again, it's still early development, and there's rumors all the time. Landon was best at his show.
So he thinks it should be a show. It's a good point, but I don't think anyone's gonna give him more than 5 minutes.
Solo didn't work as a movie, so why do you expect this to work as a movie? You know, that's the other thing too. I mean, maybe if Solo was a series, it would have been better with
but
him and Chewie like fighting the world.
So I'm supposed to watch 75 episodes of something that I didn't like in the first place? That's confusing.